Hello everyone and welcome to this week's game development log video diary, and this week I have still been working on multiplayer support for combat. So previously I had implemented attacks on the client side, but these were never supported in multiplayer. So as you can see here, when I carry out some attacks on one client, they aren't visible on the other client. So the first thing that I had to do this week was to get the clients to communicate with the server about what attacks they were doing and where they were aiming. When a client now carries out an attack, it sends a message to the server indicating that it's attacking, and it gives details about which attack it's using and where it's aiming. The server can then send this information to all of the other nearby clients so that they can then display the attack. And here is the result of that in the game, so I can now see all of the attacks carried out by other players. The next thing that I had to do this week was to give mobs the ability to attack, so I added a new component to the entity editor which allows me to do just that. The new component is this attack component here, and adding this to an entity allows me to give the entity some attacks. So I'll just add a few attacks for the skeleton here, and you can see that each attack in the list has a preview and a remove option, so I can remove attacks from the entity if I want, and I can also preview the attacks, which shows the skeleton carrying out the attacks in the preview window there. I also need to add some AI to the skeleton so that it knows when to attack, so I'll add this attack AI component. And in the future this would have a load of settings to allow me to fine tune the skeleton's AI, but I'm not working on AI right now, so it doesn't. When you save the entity, the attacks get saved into the entities folder. So this here is the skeleton's folder, and you can see that it now contains 2 attack files. Let's now go and check this out in the game, so we'll give those skeletons over here a quick visit. That simple AI that I gave them runs on the server, and it just makes them randomly attack when I'm close enough to them, which is what this one is doing right now. And if I get close enough to the attack, it actually damages my player, which is lovely. So that's all the networking stuff that I got done this week. I had actually hoped to be finished with networking this week, but it's been taking a little longer than expected, unfortunately, so I'm probably going to have to spend 1 extra week on it, but that's not too much of a problem. Aside from networking, I didn't really do much else this week, but I did put 1 new model into the game, which is this fantastic food stall model, which was made for the game by Jubell. So that is it for this week. Next week I'm actually away. I'm going to be in Germany for a week, taking a little bit of time off and hopefully recharging a bit so that I can start working at full efficiency again the week after and start getting ready for the Kickstarter, which is only a few months away now. So there won't be any videos or anything next week, but I'll be back to working on the game harder than ever the week after. Devlogs will start up again as usual in 2 weeks' time. I'll also be starting a new mini tutorial series when I'm back about rendering water using OpenGL, and I'm also thinking about possibly doing some occasional extra videos about the development of this game, showing a bit more of the behind the scenes stuff and showing a bit more of the process that I go through each week, because a few people have said that they'd be interested in watching something like that. For this week though, that is it, so thank you guys very much for watching this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already, have a fantastic couple of weeks, and I will see you all next time.